date, and her name is Dawn. On the 23rd of March 2010 she was born. She's got half a heart, yes you heard that right. You're looking at Supergirl fighting with all her might. So stick around and you will hear the amazing story about my girl right here.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Archer Adventures. If you're new here, my name is Jade Marie and I'm the mother to almost 9-year-old Dawn Louise. Now if you watched our previous video for Heart Month, you'll know that my daughter was diagnosed whilst I was still pregnant with her with Hypoplastic Left Heart Syndrome. So my goal for today's video is to talk to you in a way that anyone can understand about what Hypoplastic Left Heart Syndrome actually is. So first off, I want to explain what the actual name of the condition means. So hypoplastic means small, left heart is in reference to the fact they are missing the left side of their heart, and obviously syndrome because this is a condition that affects the body. HLHS is a birth defect. These babies will only ever be able to be born with it. It is not something that can develop later on in life, and it happens before the mother knows that she is pregnant, and it is not a result of anything the mother has done. There is no known cause for this condition, sadly, which does affect the ability to research it and find a cure, because there is also no cure for this condition. It is a lifelong and terminal illness. In my daughter's case, she has got 14 years of a life expectancy. Obviously, we are very much hoping that she'll have more than that, and there are ones that are now in their 20s to 30s, which is incredible. But HLHS is an umbrella term, so no two children, no two adults, no two teens are the same. All of the heart conditions that are called Hypoplastic Left Heart Syndrome will never be a mirror image of each other. They will never be exactly the same. There will always be something that is different, something that makes it worse or something that makes it better, and that will then affect the life expectancy also. With the fact that children with HLHS, which is short for Hypoplastic Left Heart Syndrome, where they're missing the whole entire left side of their heart, it does affect blood flow. So to better understand what Hypoplastic Left Heart Syndrome actually is and what it means for the body and the child, I feel like it would be good to go back for a moment and focus on what a healthy heart does. Now, if you didn't know this, a healthy heart has a left and a right ventricle. The left ventricle would pass blood all around the body. This is a big job, but the left side is bigger, so it's prepared for that mission. The right side, which is the only side that a HLHS patient will have left, is only supposed to pump blood to the lungs. Now you imagine this is now a massive job that it has to undertake. A child with HLHS is only left with the weaker side of their heart, but they need it to pump around their whole body and to the lungs. This is a massive job for their heart to do, and it is why this is such a severe condition. In fact, HLHS is so severe it is classed as a critical CHD because it is unfortunately fatal without surgery. These are conditions that would kill a baby without medical intervention we have today, and we are very, very lucky because the surgeries that saved my daughter's life, which I will talk about further in a different video, they've only been around for the last 30 years. So it is incredible that she was born when she was, and that medical advances have moved so far along, or she may not have been here, which is so sad. Let's talk a little about the surgeries that are required to save a child with HLHS. Now, when a baby is in the womb, they are completely safe. They are getting all they need from the mother. But the minute they are born and they have to work for themselves, their life is suddenly at risk. With a newborn baby, there is a tube in the heart called the patent ductus. Now, I hope I'm saying that correctly. It is a very small tube, but it does close up after birth. This allows blood to mix, and when this closes up, it would be the end to a life with HLHS without further intervention. So during the first week of life, it is very important that a baby with HLHS receives a medication to keep that duct open until the first surgery. The first surgery is called the Norwood, and it is performed within the first week of life, and then it is followed by the Glen, which is performed between 3 and 6 months of life, and then the Fontan, which is performed around 3 to 4 years old. Now, obviously, this is only a rough outline. All children are different, and I will get on to the surgeries that my daughter did actually have and when she had them in a future video, but that's just a rough outline of the care plan. It is very important, and I must stress that no surgical intervention for HLHS is a cure. They are all palliative surgeries, which means that they help to prolong life, not fix it. It's not a fix, it's not a cure, it is still very much a terminal illness. We are just very thankful that these surgeries do exist because they give children at least a chance in life. Those 3 surgeries may not have cured my daughter, but she is almost about to celebrate her 9th birthday, which is an amazing achievement. And I'm so thankful to the doctors and the surgeons who saved her life, because every time that she went in for surgery, they were helping her to survive. Had she not had one of those surgeries, she would not be here today, and that is a very, very scary thought. And I am very, very extremely thankful that she pulled through. HLHS is considered a rare defect. It affects roughly 1 in 4,344 babies. That might not sound like that many, but you would find that they are spread out quite a bit. We have had to travel quite far to be able to meet other people like her. As far as I know, there are only 3 of us in the city, us included. So it is a very, very rare condition. In some cities there may be more, there may be less, there may be none. But yeah, it is considered a rare condition, which is why it's not as well known as other things like cancer, for example. The sad thing is CHDs actually do kill more children than cancer, 2 times more of all childhood cancers combined. So I really want to stress again how serious these conditions are, because one of the hardest parts about raising a child with an invisible disability is that people don't take it as seriously as it is. But that's something we'll save for another video. HLHS, as I've already explained, is an umbrella term. It is not actually just one defect on its own, but multiple defects grouped together to be called hypoplastic left heart syndrome. These include a left ventricle that is too small or completely missing in more severe cases, an unformed mitral valve, a small aorta, and an arterial septal defect. These are all expected to be seen in a patient with HLHS. After birth, it is expected that children with HLHS will have problems breathing, heart rate, weak pulse, and they will be blue. The blue tinge of the hands, lips and feet is called cyanosis. This is caused by low oxygen in the blood or the mixing of blood. In my daughter's case, she has spent her whole life with oxygen of only 75 to 85%. A healthy adult or child would be 95 to 100. You can see this is a huge difference. And it does mean that they live their lives with blue lips, hands and feet, where the blood just cannot reach those parts and it has far less oxygen in it. The only way to survive HLHS is with the 3 surgeries I mentioned earlier. It is fatal and there is no cure. And that is basically a synopsis of what the condition is. I'm going to insert some photos and diagrams to sort of help explain it better, but I really didn't want to overload you with like technical terms and doctor speak, because I do know that that is a very, very hard bit of information to absorb. If you don't know the technical words, it's all sort of like gibberish and listening to someone tell you in another language. So I do hope this kind of explains roughly what the condition is, and maybe if you need me to, I will be able to speak about it in more in-depth terms, but for now I think that this is a good introduction to HLHS. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.